Alright guys, last year on the last day of deer season I come right here and there was a bunch of buck sign. Right there's a rub. Right here's a good rub. Look here. I'm gonna start looking for a place to hang my tree stand down these tracks. And there's private land to my right, so I don't mess with none of this out here. You know, I'm not big on trespassing, and if I stumble across somebody's land and I'm already in the mountains and there's no signs, that's a simple mistake. And there's actually, I think there's a couple guys that hunt this point right here, so yards off the tracks. I'm gonna try to slip in here and get set down real quick. I'll talk to you if I can get up there. Okay guys, what we got, the railroad tracks down there about 50, 60 yards. I come in. Now that makes about the 5th horn tree that I've seen walking those 50 yards off the tracks. Now there's a road right here above me. About 45 yards it goes around that holler. Now you can see back there on top how it looks like it flattens off. And right there's a holler, there's a secondary holler, and right over there's the main holler. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get somewhere on this point over here, somewhere over in here, or I'm just gonna figure out a place right in here in this brush somewhere to sit down. I'm gonna get cooled off and set up, and I'll get back with you. Guys, now behind me we got a secondary holler that's coming off, and we got a main holler, and there's a flat back there. Right down there's the railroad tracks about 60 yards. As soon as I hopped up on this mountain, up on the hill, I didn't take 5 steps and seen a horn tree. See here? And I seen 5 or 6 horn trees down through there. And what I done is I just come up here, made me a little makeshift blind or whatever. I'm gonna sit here. I got a lot to think about as an American, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing a bunch of stuff. small bucks chasing a doe. And I had one right here, 15 yards. I can smell them deer. But I had that one right there, 15 yards, and I just went ahead and banged at him and let him run off, but they're just right out there. I had that one deer right there about 15 yards, and I banged at him and just let him go. I didn't see no horns, but I can smell the deer rut, and they come running right up that path that I walked in on. Them deer never smelled me. That one right there earlier seen me, and that's the same one I just run off. That deer's wanting to cross this rub line. That's a good sign, guys. And I can smell them deer. That's how close they got to me. I'll be right back here in the morning. In this tree right here. I'll give me a buck. I'm gonna kill me a big buck off this hill right here. Now this is a look behind me, headed back towards that secondary and that main holler. Now, a lot of the times, what I would do, if I had 3 or 4 deer run in there on me like that, and I bat them out, a lot of the times, I would get up and move. But with the rut activity picking up all over the state, I'm going to sit right here, and if I hadn't a bat at that little buck, it's hard to tell how long he'd have stayed around in here. I still smell them deer. But this is just a look behind me. I was anticipating the deer coming from out at the top of the hill. At the main top of all this stuff, buddy, is a big old fields, big fields of nothing but thickets, old home places. That's where I hunt a lot. I hunt a lot of old home places. A lot of these roads and stuff that are cut in these hills, them deer use them, guys. And like I said, I'm just anticipating a bigger buck coming through here before dark. I got about 2.5 hours. Okay, guys, I'm gonna explain to you a little bit why I chose to set up where I did. And a couple hints just for maybe, especially if you're a beginner bow hunter on the ground. A lot of times I hunt on the ground. I got a tree stand, but a lot of times I won't use it. Guys, if you'll look right out through here, you see how thick all that is? You can't see far at all out through there, can you? Well, whatever's coming this direction towards me, and I got the wind in my face, whatever you're looking at out through there, you can't see real good till it gets right up on you, right? Well, whatever's coming my way is not going to see me until they get right up on me, just like those deer did earlier. So a lot of times, guys, just because it looks like you're in a thick place, they'll run right up on top of you, guys. I'll say I could have shot one of them, especially this one that was right here on top of me. I could have shot it. But I'm going to be a little bit more selective here for the next week or two because of the rut. It's going to, if Lord willing, and I get to hunt this rut like I need to, it'll be the first time I've hunted the rut in about 10 years, and I'm real excited. I'm gonna go ahead and ease out of here and jump down on the tracks and kind of stalk hunt them bottoms. Kind of stalk hunt them bottoms all the way back out here to where I'm gonna jump out of the woods. That's one we looked at going in, and I'm only about 30 yards up through there. All them bottoms I was talking about. You'll hear them deer running around in these bottoms down here underneath the tracks. There's houses used to be all down in here. I see a hell of a horned tree right now. I guarantee you walk around these bottoms, you're gonna find a bunch of horned trees. It's great. Well, right there's the only house left in this whole stretch right here. I'm gonna go check it out, man. I've walked by that house for 3 years and wondered about it. Let's go see what's going on. I always like to film a little bit of stuff here in these windows and stuff, make sure, you know. I'm right in a deer path. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Big ass briar patch is what we got. Damn. Hello? Anybody in here? I don't mean you no harm, I'm just looking around. Let's go see. Hello? Stink, guys. Somebody used to have a life here. Probably a good life at some point. You know? Honestly. Hello? You gonna watch your step right there? And right there. Hello? Just being nosy. Stuck on the floor. Hey, hey. See, here's the living room sill and it's caved in. Crawl space. Dangerous as a cock pistol.
Yeah. Gotta watch your step, guys. I'm telling you, fall through the steps. See there? Pretty wild. That's it. It's always creepy. Around the house. I ain't going through them briars. He's a barn or something over there. Alright. Get back up on the tracks. That was pretty wild. One more look. And what I want to look at oh, damn. Whew. That was pretty wild. Guys, keep being badass American pages. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't never stop, because they're going to try to take it away.